Hello, good morning. How you doing with the lip breed? Pretty face, thin waist with sick weed. First time fishtailing with 6-speed. Real bad boy, tell him come and get me. Brr, 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 brr. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Bossin Out. We're back in the house. Donnie B over here alongside CB. It has been, it feels like since '87 since I started.
It's been a minute.
Here. Yes, yes.
Been a minute.
Salute to getting the band back together for a little Bossin Out fun and shenanigans along the way. Back at it again. And with that being said, we had to get back together because it's the 1-year anniversary of Bossin Out. We've been doing this for a year. Even only did like 8 episodes. We still did like it's a 1-year celebration.
Hey, you guys celebrated.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
1 year, it's a good accomplishment.
It is, absolutely. We got, looks like we got some red cups here. Boss, why do we got some red cups on the bar?
Mystery Cup round 2. It's been a whole year. Let's do it again.
Yes, and I think from the word on the streets, and Boss, I tasked him as our producer with turning up the volume just a little bit on the sauces this year. Last year we had a little bit of the sweet stuff with the mop and slop and the Carolina twist or whatever it was. I forget what it was, but I think that the word on the street is that you went out and sourced some of the hottest shit you could find. Is that correct?
Shout out to Manny at the Pepper Palace for recommending the punishment sauce for the end. So stay tuned.
Oh, he recommended it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, we're in trouble.
I asked him when he walked in. I said, "Are you?" It's like, "Where'd you get the stuff?" He's like, "I walked in. I said, what's the hottest shit you got here?" And he's like, "Well, you don't want that." So here's the.
You don't want that. I'm out of waivers. So this is the next best thing.
It's the next best thing. It is. So we'll.
You're gonna
see.
lose. So you're gonna try this. I'm not having that.
We'll see. Hey, my aim's been a little off lately. Yeah.
I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah,
right?
not at the urinal, but here at these cups. Rather, so that would be really bad. So what's going on, sir? It's been a couple of months since I've seen you.
It's been a while, man. I don't know. I went to Boston for a Yankees-Red Sox series.
What was that? The big green monster? What was that?
Yeah, it was my first time at Fenway. It was awesome. I mean, the stadium is a piece of garbage. It's old. But it's all about the experience.
It's the history,
and
right?
It's a lot of history in Boston. Boston's a really cool city. Love the city. But it was good to be there. First time to see it. I sat right next to the monster one night. Got to touch it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Just a big monster.
So where did you go in Boston? Any cool bars? Any cool restaurants?
Yeah, I went to a lot of different bars. Shout out to 21st Amendment.
21st Amendment, the brewery, right?
No, it was a regular bar and restaurant. Very cool spot. One of my favorites. Did a lot of tours, did a lot of sightseeing on the one day. But yeah, shout out 21st Amendment. 21st
Amendment, Beantown, Boston. Hell yeah, to get up there. I want to get up there again.
You have to.
I'm going again in November.
Where are you going? Are you going for a conference or are you just for
for my wife's 30th.
Oh, just to hang out. Cool. It's good stuff. You can get down to Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, 21st Amendment, best onion rings around.
Really?
Probably on the whole East Coast.
Yeah. So what about? I wonder if they have poutine. Not like we know poutine.
No, not like Montreal.
Oh
poutine,
my God, Montreal nights, huh?
Good times.
Oh my God, great times. We gotta get back up there.
We have to. Montreal's one of my favorite cities I've ever been to.
I remember I get off the plane, and I got there early. Yeah, we got delayed, but I got there early.
Oh, you got there earlier than us.
Yeah, I got there with somebody else from our crew, and we walked down, and we got like 3 different kinds of poutine and all this beer, and we literally like shard ourselves on the way back to the Airbnb. Yeah,
beer and poutine.
Yeah, right off of an airplane, like just what you need.
At least it wasn't on the airplane.
Yeah, just nothing like cheese curds and hot peppers and and potatoes and gravy. Delicious, right?
And nutritious.
It is, exactly.
Nutritious.
And because of the money conversion over in Canada, if it'll only cost you like 48 cents to our like $30.
Yeah, I mean the whole first night we paid in American. We'd convert our money.
I know. I'm like, oh wow, I feel like I'm some kind of big baller here or something like that.
They love having the American dollar.
Yeah, I'm like, here, just keep the change.
Yeah.
$20 there is like, I don't know what the difference is.
A lot of fun times over there.
Oh my God, curling. I think I'm banned from the Leaside curling club.
Leaside, that's right. Oh, that was a hell of a time. I had never. You know what's funny? I'm a pretty athletic kid. Played sports growing up my whole life. I never felt so unathletic until I went to curling. Trying to push off that, terrible, miserable, honestly.
There's a clip of me on Instagram. I might have to. Maybe we'll see if we can edit that in. Yeah, I got a clip of it. Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah,
that was good times.
It was great times, and then we did the action archery, which is kind of cool. So
for
those out there listening who haven't experienced action archery, pretty good time where you essentially you're on 2 sides. You got gear on, and then you just pelt the shit out of each other with
basically
with archery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like bow and arrows. Otherwise,
it's
you
like,
impale yourself.
There's like, what do you call it? Like cushion or whatever on the end of the
It's
arrow.
got a little bit of sting to it. Like if you get clipped
some
pretty
force
good,
behind
like
it.
you'll feel it. It's kind of like a paintball. Like I would consider it to that.
And you're wearing paintball masks.
Yeah,
so it was a good time.
Yeah,
I loved that. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. I remember I forgot like proper gear for it, so I wore like AD's pants. I remember that. I'll never forget it. Yeah, good times.
Oh man.
And then I think we had burgers like every single day. And shout out to Tim Hortons right there.
That was your spot.
That was my spot. Get a cup of coffee, a little pastry in the morning, the best.
Do you remember Burger Royale?
I remember
the craft burgers. Ooh.
Yeah. Or A&W Burgers because they're open until
3 in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Dumpling out of like a speakeasy. The one was a barbershop in the day, bar at night.
So we went to a place, it was a barbershop the other day, and it turned into a karaoke bar at nighttime. And we got there and we got things going, and first, like, I didn't really know everybody at first. So I get there, I'm like, hi guys, how are you? And like the sun goes down after midnight, I'm like on top of a bar. I'm like, Canada, I love you. Montreal, stand up, don't stop believing.
Yep, that was so good times, man. I miss it. We gotta get the band back together and get out there one day.
God. Yes.
That was some good times.
Yes. And you know what the cool spot was? Going downtown to Toronto. It was like a Raptors playoff game or Maple Leafs playoff game. Yeah.
Maple Leafs playoff game.
That place and their hockey.
That was a good
bonkers.
That was an experience. It was like a Sunday, and it was nuts.
Oh, out of their mind. People just like going nuts in that big pit area like that they have outside the arena.
The whole plaza out there.
Air Canada Center, whatever it's called now.
Got to experience Canadian playoff hockey in Canada.
In Canada, yes.
Can't beat that.
Yes, absolutely. Can't beat the best. And Molson, and what was the other beer?
Molson and...
Moosehead.
Was that what it was?
It was Moose.
I'm a big Molson guy, though.
Molson
Triple X.
Molson was good. Not bad.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So, kind of dialing up a little bit. We got a big week ahead. I can't believe it already, but we're talking about it. It's the kickoff of the NFL season. 2022 season's here. So, give me your thoughts a little bit. How you feeling? The 49ers kind of entering a new era with Trey Lance a little bit. What do you got? What's going on?
I'm feeling good. I know there's a lot of, questions coming to Trey Lance. Obviously, not a lot of film on him. Hasn't played since, his second to last year of college. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, he doesn't have to be like a Patrick Mahomes. He's got so many weapons in that offense, like Kittle and Ayuk and Debo, and a great run game with Kyle Shanahan. He doesn't have to be great. Just be decent, and I think they can go far.
We'll see what happens. Turning the keys. I mean, hey, it worked. They did it in Kansas City. They're like, Alex Smith is doing great. Are you sure you want to just give the keys over to this kid named Patrick Mahomes? And look what happened. It turns into a dynasty.
And we probably have the best backup in football now in Garoppolo.
Yeah, he's getting paid like $17 million to sit there and hold a clipboard.
Well, now it's 6. They restructured.
I'm in the wrong business.
The backup quarterback's the best job to have.
Speaking of that,
travel, and get paid.
You know who the best... who's got the best deal like ever? Chase Daniel.
I was going to say that. Chase Daniel.
Daniel, I think, has played a total of 21 NFL snaps and has made a collective somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 to $30 million over the last 8 years.
Got it, man. What was that one quarterback that played with? What was the Seahawks? The backup.
Who was?
He made so much money. He played with the Eagles too at one point.
Yeah.
His name?
Who's with the Raiders for Marcus Tuiasosopo? No, there was.
I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about. He backed up Hasselbeck for a bunch of years.
And he made so much money. Mm-hmm. I think he did get like a big contract.
Wasn't it Cleo Lemon or something like that? No, he was
forget because he was supposed to take over for the Seahawks. And then they had Russell Wilson drafted, and what was?
Then they had Matt Flynn. They brought in.
He was
supposed to be the big thing,
Matt
and
Flynn made a lot of money.
He they gave him the starting job, and he tanked.
That's what I'm talking about.
Training camp, and they're like, all right, Russell Wilson.
Matt Flynn made big money to do nothing.
Not bad.
Kudos to him. I'm not.
Hey, I'm not mad. This is America, right? Just like Budweiser can right here. This is America. You can figure out how to, get it done.
Work the system.
Power to you. That's it. Yes. Yeah. So. Who do you think? Obviously coming off, we got the Rams coming back of a hot season. We've got Joey Burrow up again, kind of turning the tide for some of those old guards, like with Roethlisberger gone now. It's just like, what does the future of some of these divisions look like now?
I'm kind of curious what the NFC North is going to look like soon. I mean, you have Rodgers who lost Devontae Adams,
and he's kind of like become a little extra, right?
Yeah, and right now the Bears are a terrible team. The Vikings aren't good. They're okay. They're not great.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers lost his top target That division's going to look interesting in a couple years. What did Rogers get? Another 2 years, 3 years?
Something like that. And I think, I mean, he shows up, he's on Joe Rogan wearing a tank top, he's got his hair all straightened, he's kind of like a folk singer or something like that.
He seems checked out. He doesn't really care about
That's
football
what I think.
anymore.
I think he's over it. He's like, you know what? I'm 39 years old.
He's got that, Jeopardy gig?
Yeah, he's like, I'm
That's
just
what I
going to
think
screw
about that.
around. I'll throw the football a little bit. We win, we don't. If not, I'm collecting some big cheese, a couple of shekels here for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be an interesting division. And then who knows how? I mean, this is probably going to be Brady's last year. He almost didn't come back. I think he only came back because Schefter blew his retirement announcement.
That
So I
could
think he's coming back to go out on his own terms.
Could be.
So that'd be interesting.
And I think it's just because he doesn't want to go out the way he did.
Yeah.
Like losing. I think if he could somehow, and I would never count him out at this point, pull off another Super Bowl, I mean, he should have did it 2 years ago.
I think he should have went out after he won with Tampa.
I mean, that was just unbelievable.
You went to a different team. You won it. What else do you have to prove?
What else do you have to prove?
Nothing.
But I think he's just an egomaniac.
Yeah.
He's just like, nope, I got to be in the spotlight, and nobody can stop me.
Yep.
But hey, more power to him because, I mean, look, he literally took a shitty Buccaneers team all the way to the Super Bowl, year one, and then still playoffs almost back to what? Was it a title game?
They went to the divisional round because they lost to the Rams?
Rams, yeah.
And then the Rams played the Niners in the championship.
That's it, yeah.
So it was a divisional round.
Yeah, but I mean, they were 1 or 2 plays away from winning that game against the Rams.
They were.
Yeah.
So they were almost back in the championship game.
Mm-hmm. And who knows?
So,
I mean, if they I mean, that would have been a matchup. Garoppolo versus the teacher.
That's what a lot of people
teacher.
wanted to see, yeah.
And if that, Garoppolo might have gotten intimidated by that.
It would have been a lot of pressure.
It would have
been a ton of pressure, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guess we'll never know.
Well, so we talked about the North a little bit. That's interesting over there. AFC East, we've got the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. The pressure's kind of on there to make something happen there. I mean, what do we...
I don't know, man. I'm not, don't get me wrong. Lamar is a phenomenal athlete. There's no doubt about that. I just don't know. If it comes down to him having to win it with his arm, I don't think he's proven it yet. I'm not saying he can't, but at this point, he just hasn't proven it yet. So I don't know how much further that team can go, the way they're built right now, and potential limitations of Lamar's throwing game.
No, and I think a lot of it is all up here.
That's it.
It's all up here. Do you have it up here? Because there's some really good athletes that have never won anything.
It's true.
Because when they get the lights on them, they just can't get it together. It's kind of like all those years with McNabb and all these other big superstar kind of guys, are great athletes, but when the spotlight's on them, they just... And it's always the guys that just don't give a shit. That's who pulls it off. The Eli Mannings who just are like, well, I don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
The Nick Foles is like, hey, man, whatever.
Yeah, another one. Should never happen.
Like, it's guys like that who end up pulling it off because they're calm and cool under pressure.
And what they know they have nothing to lose. They're like, I'm not supposed to be here in this position. They don't have the big hype behind them.
That's it.
And they always somehow find a way.
That's it. I mean, you got Joey Burrow smoking cigars and doing wearing his chain, walking in. Like, it's just like all that stuff. It's just, you start believing your own hype and people figure you out.
Yeah, as I said, Joey Burrow. I mean, I hope he does well. He's my quarterback for fantasy this year.
I hope so. I got him on one of my teams, the 7 teams.
The thing is, does he let it get to his head?
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't think he will. I hope he doesn't, but you never know. You said you see all the big chains and everything, and it's like, just play football, man.
It is. Because Roethlisberger's out. The Browns are awful in the Browns. And then you got Lamar Jackson, who's kind of a question mark.
Yep.
Injury prone, and we don't know what's going on there. So it's really his division to own now. He's got to make something happen over there.
Absolutely.
The Rams are going to be good again.
Yep.
I think the Eagles got a solid hole in the East right now. You got the Washington Commanders, whatever. Dallas, who knows what's going to happen there. They're getting older.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, for sure.
It's going to be very interesting. It's a good season.
Yeah.
A lot of surprises, a lot of storylines, so I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it, too. So, kind of continuing with that a little bit.
Yeah.
You're a fantasy guy. I'm a fantasy guy.
Yep.
It's like a Mariah Carey song, 1995. You know how it is, yeah. Or the fantasy, the Fun Factory, like, I want to be with you, I want to be with you, baby. Yeah, baby. Underrated band from the 90s. Nobody even remembers the Fun Factory. They're like it was like 2 guys and this hot girl singing like pop songs. And
you would know it.
I would know. I would because I have nothing else to say. If I can remember important stuff, I work for NASA or something. But so speaking with football, so we're back in the fantasy a little bit. It's a new fantasy season. What do you think the standouts for fantasy football this season are looking? How's that looking? How's your team looking? I assume you had a couple drafts at this point.
Yeah, I think my team. I only did one this year. So when I start doing too many, it gets frustrating because I have guys going against my other guys on another team. So I hate that.
And then I'll like go all in on one player, like Raheem Mostert. I got him on 7 teams, and he blows out his ACL. I'm like, great, I screwed up 7 teams.
So true. My team's looking pretty good. I had a really good draft. Do it on Yahoo. I'm projected right now to go, I think, 12-3.
All right, not bad, not bad.
So we'll see. I got some solid players. Like I said, I got Joey B as my quarterback. I had Debo as my keeper, so I'm excited about that. I also picked up IU because I think he's going to be. I think it's going to be a big jump with him. Who else do I have? Can't think off the top of my head, but I think I got a pretty solid team. I think I'm going to make a good run this year.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's hard for me to tell because I always draft out of my ass. I always get like a D rating from Yahoo, on my draft ratings, but I'm usually always in that playoff hunt or in the playoffs, in the final round or something like that. So I think I'm good with pickups and good with like making moves and all that, but drafting, I don't know.
We're in the same league, so
yeah, we'll find out.
See,
I won the title a couple years ago. I went back. I think it was in the title game one year.
I won it in 2020. I think you were the year. Was it before?
That was 2019.
2019,
or one of those years. Yeah. So I'm like, I see the draft ring. I'm like, God, I ate a bag of dicks. But you know what? It's all right because it's all right. It's because a lot of this doesn't mean I got plenty of time to make it up. I find the sleepers out there.
That's what you gotta do. Find the sleepers and work the waiver wire. Because I mean, last year my whole team died. So the fact that I even got into the playoffs, winning on a 5-game win streak, and my team was made up of a bunch of backups, I think that should have counted for something. I was like, I got third stringer guys starting for me, and I'm squeezing out these wins somehow.
Oh yeah, the worst. I'll never forget it. I literally had a game in the bag. I was winning by 1 point. I think I was playing AD or somebody else in the league. This was 3 years ago, and I had Chris Thompson, who all he had to do was take a knee, but he fumbled the ball on the with 2 seconds left, and I got negative 1 point, and I lost. I jumped out of the couch. I'm like, is this what just happened?
That would happen to someone who's playing AD for the win.
Yeah, yes.
I
won.
So
I was literally had my feet up. I'm like, got this in the bag.
Yep.
I'm winning by 1.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna turn it off, and then I see it come off, and I'm like, I went and rewind the TV. I'm like, what happened?
Yep.
I was like, is somebody screwing with me or something?
AD's got some voodoo, I swear. Because the luck that he gets.
He does not lose.
Well, it's funny. He'll win all the crazy games leading up to. Then he gets in the playoffs and he tanks a lot, which is fine. So I don't want to. I don't care. But he gets.
Shout out to AD. I love AD.
No, I hate you, AD.
I love AD. I told my wife if I would get married to him.
That's a shame.
I would. I think it would be.
That's a pretty low point you got to be hitting.
I would. I think it would be great.
Yeah, but he is.
I told him he can move in if he wants.
Yeah, spare bedroom.
Oh, we'll build something.
Yeah, AD, if you're still looking for a home, you got one. Luckiest kid in the world, man, I swear.
Oh my God.
I swear.
Yes. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the fall. I love the summertime, but this time of year.
Fall's my favorite.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to get that kind of Sunday scaries feeling. Go back to school. Oh, I don't like it.
But that's way in the past now.
Now it's I just work all the time, so it's all right, it's not 90,000 degrees out.
Hoodie weather's the best weather.
I do that kind of hoodie and shorts combo.
Oh, I love that.
It's the best because it's
when your top half is warm, your body's warm.
I know. I could literally have no underwear on and just have a nice a winter coat on, and I'll be warm.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely. So, cheers to the fall. I don't know if it's cheers yet. So cheers to
in
America.
It's 1 year anniversary.
The 1 year anniversary right here. So, all right. So let's kind of kick this off. We got the Hot Sauce Mystery Challenge, the second annual version. Boss Man Boss, kick us off here. What are the rules? Tell us what you want us to do here.
Okay, so each of you play like a game of beer pong. If you land in a cup, it is numbered, and you have to try that kind of sauce. Don't worry, the hottest sauce is not in yet. The loser will try that first.
Oh,
Which
snap. Oh,
I'm not losing.
Snap.
I think I lost the first one. I'm not losing.
We'll do the honors there, Boss Man.
Let's do it.
All right.
Excuse me, Brian. I'm not losing this
heavy
one.
Here. I have faith in you. I don't know. I think you're going to have an off night tonight.
I think I lost the first time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, am I just shooting? Am I going for it?
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Dubs only. Wow. Well, that's not a good start.
So what do we do? Taking turns or we?
Yeah, take turns.
All right.
Until you make one.
We could be here all night at this point.
We could. I think last time we were.
Or
missing
each
all
try
left.
like twice, and if not, then you rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
I'll
We'll do
do
that.
one more. Oh, that was, I think I need some liquid in there.
Yeah, they got no weight to them.
No weight, so it might be hard to make them.
That's right.
All
Let's
right,
straighten
so-
this guy out. Or are we gonna leave it as play it as it lies? Like half a go.
No, straighten out. Give yourself a fair chance of getting that one.
Trying to be the lead managers here. Let's see what happens. All right, 1, 2. Hook.
Wow.
Air
You were like,
Well, you already lost. That was an air
I was
ball.
in like
you're like an
freaking-
inch away from it.
in, like,
You can't
Biloxi.
make
Yeah,
it.
look how close he is. Then he airballed it.
All right, 1.
He lost
2.
him automatically.
Hook. Damn it.
I think by default I won. Because
Yeah,
he airballed
by
from my
default.
feet.
I think all right.
Yes.
It goes to the judges now. You know this.
Brian's the
Yeah.
judge.
Yeah, Brandon gets
I
it.
win.
Okay.
You airballed from 6.5 inches out.
I know. That's what she said. Yeah. So.
Okay, so
I see what I
just to
did
start
there.
out here, give me that first cup. So you get number 1.
All right. So what's the rules? So I got to eat something now, or what is this? Or Donnie B
Since
gets
these are
something?
the good ones, Brandon, you get to eat it.
All right.
That's-
All right. Ooh.
Here, let me. This is our basic start you off
Classic
medium
buffalo.
sauce.
Medium sauce Buffalo Wild Wings, not bad. I always go there for the free boxing and UFC pay-per-views because they don't charge you to go in there. I dragged my wife once to watch a John Jones fight there. We were there for 5 hours. She
John
was
Jones.
not too happy with me at the end. But nonetheless, great night. It was that night he fought Cormier for the second time and kicked him right in the head.
Yep.
Yeah, right in the face. So give us your critique. We got the classic medium sauce Buffalo Wild Wings.
Solid. It's solid. I love a good regular buffalo sauce.
So to walk me through it a little bit.
It's just a good starter. You know, gets the taste buds going, wakes them up a little bit.
Picks you up going. Pairs probably well with a slice of pizza. You know, you got a game on Sunday.
Yeah,
So,
these are good to go to.
do you have any like week one, any football watching traditions or anything like that? A certain snack, a certain routine. You know, what's your go to for football Sundays?
Wings and beer. I keep it simple.
That's it.
Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't like messing with perfection. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's not. So I'll give a shout out because I've developed the last probably 5 or 6 years. I've got a week one tradition. I drive all the way to Lawrenceville, and I get a tasty. So there's a shop called Tasty Subs. So I'll get a Tasty Sub, a big giant
My
smoked
wife loves
turkey.
tasty.
I'll get you
Is
know
it down the
the,
street from Varsity Pizza?
works. Yeah, it's right
Love
there off of
Varsity's.
206.
Yep.
It's this little tiny place,
Mhm.
but they make fucking great sub. Like
Oh,
great.
it's next to Fidelo's.
Yeah, it's a little place.
Little, yep.
If you drive to like 27 miles an hour, you're gonna miss it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there.
That's a
And
good
week
spot.
one, I drive all the way out there. I get a big hoagie, like the biggest one I got. Get all the works on it and everything. And I bring it back and I'll sit there and watch week one Sunday afternoon. I told my wife, I said it's week one. You know what that means? She's like, tasty subs. I'm like, all right.
So with all the options in Hamilton, what makes you go to Lawrence for Tasties?
Well, I
Is
think
when
it's
you
just
were in school out there?
it's just a tradition because we used to live in Pennington, so we used to go there. It was in Lawrenceville, Pennington, like neighboring towns.
Gotcha.
But since we moved here, I just kind of moved back here because I used to live here, but
Right.
I'm back, and it's just tradition. that we
Makes
just
sense.
had. It's like, oh, drive out there. I like Little King. That's good too.
Oh,
you
I
know?
love those things. Classics.
Yeah. There's a lot of good shops around here. But
Let's move around too.
all right, so round 2 right here. All right, let's keep moving, and then so let's go to our next topic a little bit.
All right, what's the next topic?
UFC rapid fire.
Okay.
So we've got a big fight weekend coming up, and hopefully by the time this airs, it might be over by now. But Hamzat, the hot, the kind of star in the making right here, Hamzat and Nate Diaz are going to square it up, and I think they're kind of writing where Dana White wants Hamzat to knock Nate Diaz's head off to kind of put him in the pasture and kind of make Hamzat that next kind of star.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
You know what? I think Hamza. That's it.
That's it. All right.
All right, what number is in that cup, Carl?
Is it on the inside?
Inside,
Yeah,
inside.
Do you do this?
Inside.
Inside.
Inside. Inside on the top.
Oh, that's the number. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just a dab. 1.
All right, so you get another round of medium.
Perfect.
All right, look at this. I'm going to just starve here. You know, I need to
I'm
lose
just gonna
weight, so
starve.
it's
Well,
fine.
it looks like you're gonna have the hot one.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm in for a treat.
But yeah, I think Hamzat wins. I love Nate Diaz. He's a brawler. but I think he's just getting he's getting old.
He's getting old, but you know what? You can't count him out.
You can't. No.
I mean,
if he wins, I won't be surprised.
I would not be surprised at all because he fought Leon Edwards last year.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Edwards is the world champion now.
Mm-hmm.
And he caught Leon Edwards in that, fifth round. Almost got him.
He probably should have.
He probably should have, too.
Mm-hmm.
If he had a little weaker chin or a little more force than that, Nate Diaz would have won.
I agree. So it's gonna be a really good fight, I think. It's gonna be a good card from top to bottom.
This fall's got some great cards ahead. So another good fight I'm looking forward to right here. Sorry, who do you pick? Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards.
I want Diaz to win.
Sorry, not Leon Edwards. Nate Diaz, Hamzat.
I want Diaz to win. I think Hamzat wins, though.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hamzat, I think, too. I think he's got too much momentum. He's undefeated. Young stud, got a lot of power.
Yep.
Wrestle. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on here a little bit. We've got a big return. Oh, let's dial it up a little bit. All right. TJ Dillashaw is coming back of a long-awaited injury return. Aljamain Sterling for the bantamweight challenge.
Yeah.
What do we think's going on here?
Ooh. That's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, that's like a toss-up to me. I might go with the champ still.
You know, Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, I think. But, that's another tough one.
It's a tough one, too. Because Dillashaw, I know what Dillashaw's capable of, but Dillashaw's also getting older and has also had a lot of time away from the octagon.
He has.
Between a suspension and then, again, getting hurt right away after that.
Right.
I just don't know if he has the ring time into, I think he makes a mistake and then Sterling maybe capitalizes him. But I'm going to go with TJ Dillashaw.
Are you?
I just think so. I think he's got, going back to what we talked about earlier, I think he's got it up here. I think he's just aggressive. He's like a snake. He's like
he is.
He's like a vicious animal up here. And I don't know if Sterling is. Sterling, caught some flack for some questionable calls out there. So I don't know if I think if Dillashaw just comes in hungry and focused. I don't know if he, I think when he's the underdog and kind of got the back against the wall, I think that's when he's at his best. I mean, when he came in with Henry Cejudo a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He was kind of just expecting to win. Everybody was expecting him to win, and then he got caught in pseudo. Put him out in 20 seconds. But I think when he's got his back against the wall, he's the underdog, and when he's in that kind of compromised position, he's vulnerable, I think that's when he's at his best.
Fair enough.
Dillashaw. What are you going with?
I'm going with Sterling.
All right, let's see what happens.
So we'll see.
All right, and then moving on, we've got the return. We've got the return of Double J, Johnny Bones Jones, returning to the octagon. What do we think here? Interim heavyweight championship of the world.
I don't even know what to think anymore when it comes to Jones. When's the last time he's fought? I couldn't even tell last time.
February 2020 against Dominic Reyes, and almost lost too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long since he's been in the octagon consistently. Obviously, he's got his own issues. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be entertaining, but I don't really know what to expect from him. Being away for by the time he fights, almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, indeed. But in that 3 years, he's completely transformed himself. He went up from 205, a light heavyweight, up to I think he's 250 now, heavyweight. Wow. Jacked. It looks like this it looks like a steel I don't know it's built out like a Mack truck.
Wow,
something
250. Huh?
He spent the last several years just packing on muscle, size, and weight.
Okay.
And, we'll see what happens. I mean, Stipe is he's dismantled the best of the best of the best, but also getting older has shown some opportunities for mistakes where a Cormier caught him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Hopefully he stays clean. Of these failed drug tests that keep putting him back, and kind of at this point messing up his career.
It's his own worst enemy.
He is. Can't get away from himself.
Yeah. So what do we think? Stipe, John Jones. Who you picking? Who you got?
Oh man, that's another tough fight. If John Jones, I think, was still fighting consistently, I would not bet against him until he proved me otherwise.
No.
Right now, I think there's a little bit too much unknown for me, so I'm going to go Stipe. But again, if John Jones wins, I don't think it shocks anyone.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever bet against John Jones. I just can't. I can't do it. I think he's too. I think he's really he's got the athleticism.
It's insanely
but
talented.
he's got the intelligence too.
He's one of the best fighters, if not the best that UFC's ever seen. So.
Yeah, I think he's just manipulative in his thought process that going into it.
He's just gotta stop being his own worst enemy.
if he didn't have the legal challenges and the suspension challenges that he had, he would have been Hall of Fame #1 guaranteed.
Undisputed.
Mount Rushmore.
No even debate of who the best.
Greatest fighter ever.
No debate with it. Zero. I agree.
Absolutely, just the pure talent and then the intelligence.
Yeah.
I just think it's a mental thing where he's just like, you know what? He was even talking about it. He's like, I used to do coke and I would go out and knock somebody out.
Yeah.
I think he's
like
just
a nut.
He's just crazy, pure crazy party animal. Sounds like a fun time, but I mean,
it probably is a great time. No dull moment ever. Just don't know if I always want to be around that.
I don't know either. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with John Jones.
Okay, fair enough.
So all right. So we'll kind of keep this moving a little bit. We've got a new fight that just announced recently. Jake Paul returning against former UFC legend Anderson Spider Silva in a boxing match, Showtime pay-per-view, I think in October. What do we think about this?
I'm so sick of this. I mean, what's Anderson Silva? Almost 50 years old. Jake Paul's what, 26?
Yeah.
Something like that. Somewhere close to that. And again, Anderson Silva is not your traditional boxer. If Jake Paul wants to fight these UFC fighters, go in an octagon. But you're a boxer, then fight a real boxer. I mean, I think Jake Paul probably wins. He's younger. He's probably stronger. And again, Anderson Silva is not a traditional boxer. You know, this is an octagon. Jake Paul's dead.
Oh,
he's dead. There's no more Jake Paul ever again.
Never
ever again. And then there's been a lot of controversies. I can't say if it's true or not. It's all allegedly, but there's been talk, especially when he fought Woodley.
Yeah.
You know, did Woodley throw the fight? And then there was another. What's the one fight that fell through? Another was the Fury fight, and there might have been someone else.
Tommy Fury and then Hasim Rahman he was supposed to fight, and
I
that all
believe
kind of.
Didn't one of them say they didn't feel comfortable because they felt like they may have been. They had to throw it.
Something like that.
So,
yeah.
You know,
there's some shady business going
so
on there.
we don't know all the conversations. It's all alleged. I'm not making any accusations. But I think, unfortunately, Paul probably wins. It's a much younger guy, stronger guy, traditional stand-up boxing. There's no grappling. There's no kicking. None of that. So
I think so, too. A, he's a bigger guy. B, after seeing
what's
what he
the
did
weight?
187 they're meeting at.
They're meeting at 187.
But I think he walks around about 220, 200 in that range.
Yeah.
I mean, Anderson Silva used to fight at what, 185 back in the day?
Something like that, yeah.
And he's also in his late 40s and has obviously got, CTE challenges. So
hasn't fought in a while.
So yeah, I'm going to go with Jake Paul. After seeing what he did, I doubted him against Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is still, decently in his prime.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley's going to rip his face off.
Yeah.
And what he did twice to Tyron Woodley, I'm like...
I just want to see Jake Paul fight a true boxer. Someone who's not 50, someone in their prime, and is a true boxer.
I want to see him fight...
Or getting octagon.
Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury for the heavyweight championship of the world and see him get knocked in the
I want him to fight Tyson Fury.
Yes.
And watch him get his ass knocked out.
Yes. Tyson Fury would just... I can't imagine what Tyson Fury would do.
There would need to be a waiver saying that basically if I kill him, it's
he would,
fine.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. They're supposed to set that up, finally. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship. We haven't had an undisputed heavyweight boxing champion in 25 years.
It's been a while.
So if Tyson Fury does that, I mean, he'll probably retire, hanging up. I'm literally the best fucking boxer.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So, I mean, I'll clear my schedule for that.
Absolutely.
But, all right, so let's kind of shift gears a little bit. I don't know if we want to do another chicken wing. Bossin,
let's
what do
do
you
another,
think?
another wing.
Let's do it.
I'll let you throw first this time.
All right, let's do that. I gotta get
Here,
a
the one
little
on the end that you made it in before.
getting hungry here. I gotta get a little chicken wing action going here.
Yeah, you gotta make a shot, bro.
I know. All right. Here we go. Ready for the Larry Bird death shot at the end of the 1987 playoff game? Here we go.
It's an air ball. Oh, okay. I think it's an automatic loss again. All I gotta do is hit the cup.
I know. I'm talking about.
I win. I hit 2 cups.
Yeah. All right. Let's try to get one more.
Yes.
Oh, damn it. All right.
God.
Go to the judges.
Great
all the
wins
wins
again. That was horrible.
Yeah, you can't airball and expect to win.
Did you see Beartooth in concert?
I did.
How was it?
Pick a cup.
Phenomenal. I'll take 2. I saw them back in April. They played with Devil Wears Prada and good old Silverstein.
I love it.
Phenomenal concert.
You get the fan favorite from last time.
Dude, I'm just avoiding the hot ones, baby.
That's an easy. That's an enjoyable one.
It is a very good one.
I saw Armor for Sleep and Dashboard Confessional a couple weeks ago.
Dashboard Confessional. Yeah. Wow.
I laughed because when they came out and the lead singer Dashboard came out on stage and he's like, "What's going on, guys? I bet you got a lot of babysitters out there. You know, because like we're all old and 40 and have kids." And I'm like, "Yep,
that's
we
true.
did. We have 2 kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
Former emo kids, now like parents." But yeah, good show.
Yeah.
I got to meet the lead singer of Armor for Sleep. I was like all like starstruck when I saw him.
Where's this at?
It was at Man Center in Philly, like a summer stage, kind of like a Stone Pony summer stage.
Okay.
It was in like a park,
Okay.
and they had like a big stage. You would just walk up to the stage, and like if you like fished your way to the front through the like front, there was no seating. It was just like a big field.
Was this recently?
This was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, good time. And then and he was doing like a signing. I got a T-shirt and all that at the end. I'm like, dude, I was like, you're like the soundtrack of my teen years.
I love
and I'm like,
Spider-Man, man, the movie. Like, what's it, Vindicated?
Yeah, well, I didn't meet him. I met the Armor for Sleep. He didn't mention that. He was talking about how he wanted to get back into the Marvel universe again. I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I get it.
Man.
I get it. But
I
went up and like shook the Armor for Sleep guy, and I was just like, dude, you're like the soundtrack of my like teen years. As I'm like bald and and he's probably like, get this creepy guy away from me.
Yeah, he's like fangirling over me.
Yeah, it's all like punk rock girls. I go up, you know, like and shake it, and I'm like, I probably upset him a little. I didn't upset him, but I mean, he was probably like, all right, he needs to go.
Yeah, enough of him.
All right. So let's keep this show on the road. Let's do a Would You Rather action,
I love
right?
these.
You love Would You Rather? All right.
And I have no heads up on these today, so...
No, that's why we keep it that way. We like to keep it fresh.
Okay,
See what you got.
do it.
All right. Would you rather cuddle up in front of a fireplace or light a fire in your bed?
What was the first one?
Cuddle up in front of a fireplace or light your fire in bed?
I'm going to pick the first one. I don't even know what to pick. I'm picking the first one. I don't want to light my bed on fire. Or whatever
You know what?
you say.
Full disclosure, I did not read these before. I just I saw it, I literally copied and pasted the whole list and said, all right, would you rather wrestle naked in a pool of Jell-O or chocolate pudding?
Go with pudding. Pudding's better.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, you know what though? But the pudding's going to get in crevices that
It's
I might
gonna
not see a while.
Yeah.
So the pudding is a safer, cleaner bet.
Yeah, you might get a little
Or
bounce.
no, the Jell-O I said.
You might get a little bounce off the Jell-O.
I'll do the Jell-O.
Pudding, I mean...
It's going to get in crevices. It's going to be stuck
It
on
wasn't
the wall.
wrestling. Like, what are you wrestling?
Someone else?
I got nothing, yeah. I got nothing. Okay. Okay. Would you rather always have a mullet haircut or a ponytail?
Mullet. That's kind of the in thing right now. Morgan Wallen
Is
kind
it?
of brought that
Mullet's
back.
back in.
You would go for the mullet? Is mullets are in Boss Man Boss?
They're back in a little bit.
Oh, I can tell you one thing. The ponytail's not back in.
I would do a ponytail. You know, I would totally do a ponytail. The goatee, or maybe a mustache and a ponytail.
Wow.
What? What's right? Hey, Boss Man Boss, would you do a ponytail?
The mullet's
I
back
wish
in.
I had that much hair, but
I
no.
think you can pull off the pony. If the ponytail grows in the back.
Yeah, but the mullet's what? A business in a
Do like the
phone?
No,
payment
if
thing,
it was
like-
that, I would do ponytail. If it was that or mullet, but
I would definitely do the ponytail.
Mullet.
The ponytail would be pretty badass.
your
Mullet's
wife would
back in.
hate you.
What's that?
Your wife would hate you.
absolutely. Yeah.
Especially if you're all bald and just the ponytail.
Just the
Oh,
ponytail.
that'd be a hell of a thing.
Just the ponytail. That's it. I would totally do it. All right, let's.
All right.
Would you rather? What am I doing here? Would you rather take a bubble bath or a steamy shower?
I should have to think about this too hard, but
I know this is. I was surprised. I thought you'd have a quick answer.
I mean, I haven't had a bubble bath in forever. It might be kind of nice.
Might be kind of nice to take a bath.
A
Like a
steamy
hot
shower
bath.
is nice in the winter, and we're getting to fall soon.
Like a hot bath, right?
You know what the thing is, though? A bubble bath is cool and all, but I feel like you just kind of marinate in your filth.
I mean,
So I'm gonna go with the steamy shower.
I think the bubble bath is kind of more about the spa aspect, like the
I feel
relaxation. It's not about the cleanliness, right?
All right, I feel like if I was thinking a bubble bath, I think the shower first, and then get in the bath, just so I'm not sitting in filth.
Or the vice versa. It's,
I'll do vice versa.
you like kind of marinate in your filth and then you kind of rinse it off. Right? That works.
Or
right?
both. Just take a shower before
I'm just
and
taking
after.
a shower and not doing the bubble
I
bath.
could. I mean, you could do that. Yeah. Okay.
Get a hot tub.
Shout out to the hot tubs. No comment there.
I don't want any comments.
Okay, what else we got here? Would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter? Tough one. Boss man boss, what do you think? Teleporter or time machine?
Teleporter.
Wow, that is tough. I'd probably go teleporter only because if I do time machine and I change something, it might mess up a lot.
Back to the Future, you start messing around with stuff. You know, Marty McFly, people start disappearing in that old Polaroid picture. You know what I'm talking about?
I'd probably go teleporter. Yeah.
Okay.
Free travel.
Okay. Let's kind of, let's do a little more here. Would you rather be completely hairless or completely covered in hair?
Hairless. Like I'm naked mole rat.
I'm going to go
Covered
completely
in hair.
covered in hair.
Yeah.
Like a real man. Real
You know
rough
how
and tough son of a
gross
bitch.
Your back would... Imagine your back. It looks
It's
like
already
a
like
forest.
that.
I'm going hairless. I can't.
All right. Let's do two more here. Okay. Would you rather make out in the movies or in the back seat of a car?
Movies.
Yeah, movies.
Yeah?
More space.
More space. What kind of car? You got one of those bench seats and like a 1993?
I'm a big guy. I don't think I could do that in the car.
Well, maybe you got like a 78 Cadillac Fleetwood
What
Brom
if you
or
drive
something.
a two-seater? Then there is no back.
There is no back. Yeah.
And I've driven a two-seater.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going
Shout out to
movies.
two-seaters, yeah.
No, I'll go with movies.
All right, let's do one more. All right. Some of this stuff is really ridiculous. Would you rather talk dirty over the phone or through text messages and pictures?
Oh my god. My mom's gonna watch this.
I
I'm going with texting and pictures.
I guess it's a little more. You can proofread it a little more.
You're proofreading. You have some visuals. Phone. I hate talking on the phone. So.
Yeah, I think it can get a little awkward. You just blurt out something, and that kind of
what if you start stuttering? It's gonna kill the mood, bro. So yeah, I'm texting. I can think of more.
Something like that. All right, very good. All right, let's do another chicken wing. Boss man boss, hook me up over here.
All right, there goes airball.
All right, here we go. Airball boss. Woo! I gotta make that sounds like a T-shirt, right? All right, 3, 2, 1.
How?
I don't know.
So all I gotta do is hit a cup and I win.
And you win
Yeah,
again.
you win.
Okay.
All right, you're the winner, the big winner in the house today. All right,
All right,
boss man boss.
what number is that?
We got number 3. I'm going. No, I hit 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3 in a row. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some like Isaiah Thomas stuff right
Asian
there.
Zing.
Ooh, I
Buffalo
kind of
Wild
like
Wings.
that.
You ever had Asian
Let me
Zing? Buffalo
clear
Wild
these
Wings?
off for you.
Asian Zing. Are you putting these
Buffalo
on?
Wild
Green
Wings. Yeah, let's just take it over here.
Asian Zing. I like it. It was like a teriyaki or something.
It's like a sweet and sour kind of deal, a little spice to it. It's good. It's one of my favorites. I always actually order this when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I approve. Very
Solid. Now walk me through that experience a little bit.
good. Just pure deliciousness.
It's got a little kick to it, a little sweet, a little
It's
spice.
like a General So type of sauce.
Exactly, yeah. So, Mike, what's your go-to at like a Buffalo Wild Wings? Or Piccalo's? What's like your go-to at a wing place?
Oh, well, Piccalo's is the spices. The best combination of flavor and heat. Obviously, rookies have to get the smokers.
Rookies,
The first timers. First timers.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. I thought there's a place called Rookies or something like that.
There's an idea.
Now, there you go. Maybe we're starting a new business.
There we go.
Right? Yeah. Better than my bowl restaurant that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, that was gonna fail.
Start mashing up like pasta and like Chinese food in a bowl. Blow my asshole out.
But anyway, I like classic buffalo type sauce. I don't get too crazy with my wings.
No, because I don't mind. I like doing the fun stuff. You taste it and all that. But like a Piccalo's, I love the good classic. The way they do it out there. Shout out to Piccalo's and Shimon.
Piccalo's and Shimon, baby.
I always tell everybody go there, I'm like, why do they not bottle this sauce? And
They do.
They what?
You can buy it.
You can buy their sauce. Get the hell out of here.
Swear to God.
Sauce. You can buy the Boss Man Boss. You hear this?
Yeah, I want it.
You can buy the Piccalo's sauce. Where do I buy this? You just go there and ask
At
for
them, yeah, at the place. They also have a Piccalo's in Atlantic City.
it? Dude.
They should
All right. I think you
Piccalo's
just made my week right here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
just
can
buy
buy
like
it.
5 bottles of sauce.
But Piccalo's ever comes across this, please think about coming to Hamilton.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
half of your clientele is from Hamilton. We all travel down there.
Yeah, I'll drive 47 minutes down there to get
Mm-hmm.
get my wings and all that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep the show moving here a little bit. Okay. So we like to talk about cars a little. We're going to do two kind of combo topics here. So I just saw a recent article. It was from probably around Memorial Day, that there's a company out there called Trans Am Worldwide where they kind of take parts and they kind of reimagine classic muscle cars. So they redid a Trans Am. There's like a modern Trans Am now, and they just released a new Chevy Chevelle concept. It's got a base horsepower of 1,500 horsepower. At first, I saw this. I'm like,
1,500?
I was like, what is this going to be, like an electric car? And then, because that's what the hot new thing is now.
Yeah.
Reimagine some classic muscle cars, like a little bite to it. All right, well, just wait till you try whatever's coming down the bike here.
We'll do one more round.
But and then they started up and lifted the hood up. There's like there's like a V8 engine with all kinds of power plant going on. And it was like,
And this company's making it to sell?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a limited amount. They're making like 23 of them.
What are they going for?
Probably
a billion.
Probably a ridiculous amount of money. So I love it. So with that being said, Dodge just unveiled that they're re-releasing the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat as an electric car, which is fine.
No.
I'm cool with that, but
Nope.
it's got a lot of power. But the one thing I'm not cool with is they have a speaker built in that puts out artificial sound
And it sounds like shit.
To make it sound like it's got a V8. I'm like, all right, now you're just lying. Like, all right, electric car, cool, whatever. It's got a lot of power, whatever. I get it. We're moving into the future. This is what it is. But don't pretend. And with the fake speaker, it's just kind of lame. I think it's pretty.
It is like the whole point of being electric is to not remind you of, a gas-powered vehicle, and you're putting in this fake noise. Like, oh, maybe it'll interest the people that want the gas power.
But it's just like I could just get my Bose speaker over there and turn
Go
it
to
up
YouTube
and
blast it out my window. Yeah,
you pull up at a stoplight and be like, "Hey, you want to race? I'm gonna turn up the volume of my speaker."
He'd be so disappointed.
Who's that?
Dom Toretto.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that piece of shit pulls up electric, and it sounds like a computer, like a soundboard. Are you kidding me?
Maybe you could change it a little bit. Maybe you could change it to be like the sound of like a Honda,
Why would they ever do a Challenger sounding like a Honda?
Well, it's got a speaker.
Campbell's soup can on the back of it, like you drove.
Yeah, exactly. So cool with the car. I mean, it's got a lot of power. Can't say anything wrong about that. I mean, it's a sharp-looking car. It's got the nice lines. It looks like a 70s style Dodge.
Yeah.
But the only thing it's kind of lame.
The
whole
sound's
speaker,
corny.
the speaker thing with the fake sound is lame. It's a little lame.
I agree.
It's a little bit lame.
A little corny to me.
Yeah. But hey, whatever. More power to you, right?
Better. Yeah.
So I want to shift gears a little bit because I know you just ordered a new Ford Bronco. That's what War on the Street is, right?
It is.
I've got an SUV. You're not entering the SUV world. So SUVs, what would you say like your all-time kind of favorite SUV is? There's a lot of good ones over the last
you know what? I'll keep
couple of decades.
I'm gonna keep it relatively simple. Especially the more recent years. I'm a big fan of the Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Classic. I had one for 10 years.
Yeah.
Solid car.
I really like them. But you know what? They're not too flashy over the top. They look great. My friend Chris, as you know, had one for a while for his truck, and I really like them.
I was a fan, and in the snow, it was like cutting through butter. Never ever got it stuck. I actually looked forward to when I had to go pick somebody up in it, because I knew I'd never had any problem in the snow with it.
Yeah.
Or I picked up my wife, and I was packed in a bound of snow. I'm like, I'll just put it in reverse. Yeah. It was right over the top.
I mean, that's what I'm excited with the Bronco, because I've been driving, these little sports cars for last 10 years.
Yeah.
So it would be nice when we get a storm or something, and getting that Bronco with the Sasquatch package.
Yes.
Just climbing over whatever.
That's it.
So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Let's see. I went a little bougie. We'll see what my car does in the snow. I haven't really had it out in the snow. I get the QX60, so we'll see how that kind of performs over. It's actually got some power. It's got sport mode, which will add extra horsepower to it. So it actually gets going pretty good, like on the highway.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna do just fine.
I'm sure it will. Although I'm burning premium gas at
I know, man. I have the premium gas right now, and it sucks every time you go to fill it up.
Yeah, but all good.
Yeah.
So, All right, let's kind of keep this going a little bit. I'm gonna go. My favorite SUV. I would say right now, I'm a big fan. I would say that the value of what you can get out of it, and it's got a really good looking stance on it. The Lincoln Aviator is a real
How did I know you were going to say something like that?
badass.
That is such a Carl answer. Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
I can just see it coming
Those
down the
big
street.
boats
Yeah,
winking.
I just love it. I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
Like
That is
Matthew McConaughey. I just like it. I just like it.
that is such a you answer.
All right, let's do another chicken wing. Boss man, boss. Let's see if I can kind of
Can
get out
you
of
win
this.
one? I am
Can
filling
can
up
I
on
just,
wings.
I mean, you're like full already.
I mean, Brandon already won, but go for it anyway.
This is all about garbage time where you just kind of
You know what?
you gotta run out the
This
clock.
will be the last regular round.
I'll
so.
shoot.
It's like 43-0, but I gotta still
How
play
about
out the
this?
fourth quarter, right?
We'll shoot. But regardless, we'll let you eat the next one.
All right, good.
We'll shoot for
Getting a participation trophy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
It's
let's
like
see
hitting
what
a
we got.
buzzer beater when you're down 50.
All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2,
Terrible.
1.
There you go.
At least hit it. So what did I hit here? Number 1.
Nah, you're gonna get number 4.
I'm getting number 4.
I hit that
Is
one for you.
Is this gonna hurt?
No, it's because I don't want to give you the regular.
Oh, okay. Very good. All right. Let's see what we got here.
You're really gonna hurt though when it comes to that.
All
All right. We'll kind of rattle off. So we're kind of running a little long here.
Sit
So we'll rattle off the next couple.
Yeah.
Is that a honey
Let's
mustard?
try that.
What do we got here? We've got this is Saucy Lips. I feel there's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh God! Thank God that's
It's
you.
a pineapple tie, handcrafted gourmet.
I wanted to get at least one weird one.
Smell it. Smell it.
Give it a shot. Hey, I'll try anything
Dude, it
once.
looks like vomit.
Interesting little scent to it. It's like it's got it'll hit your sinuses for sure.
That's interesting.
It is for sure. Shout out to Saucy Lips, huh? You like some saucy lips?
Sure. Sure. I don't know. This is. Ooh.
Woo!
I'm happy this is you.
All right, Saucy Lips. Shout out to them. Let's give it. Hey, it's actually Whole30 approved. Look at that. So I'm like doing good by myself. Should have got some paper.
All right, saucy lips. There you go.
All right, let's see what we got here. I need a new nickname,
I
right?
can't even look at that right now. That looks so gross.
It's actually good.
No.
It's got a little sweetness to it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a tie, but a sweetness to it. It's actually not bad at all.
Buys this?
It's got like a fruity pineapple flavor, but with like a buffalo like sauce, like.
Well, I'd hope so because it is pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
There's like pineapple chunks in it when I was born.
What does that mean, Whole30?
It's super healthy. It's like
Okay.
some diet. The whole thing.
Non-GMO, certified
Yeah.
vegan, keto certified, Whole30 approved.
It's good.
Well, if
I
you're in the
would
market
order-
for something different,
I would totally eat an order of Saucy Lips.
Well, enjoy that
Yeah.
because
makes one of us.
enjoy that because the next one's not gonna be so great.
Good.
I'm happy I won. I'm happy I won. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm not gonna shit
All right,
myself.
let's
at work
keep
tomorrow.
let's keep this going a little bit here. All right, best vacation spots. What do you say the best vacation you've been on is?
Oh man, I've been on a couple decent ones. I mean, obviously, I loved our Canada trip.
Mhm.
That was a lot of fun with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I love Tampa. Tampa's one of my favorite cities. Nothing crazy. And when I went to the Bahamas and St. Thomas and St. Martin.
Boss, is there any napkins in that bag over there?
I hope so.
If not, just use your sleeve night here, boss.
No, there's not.
Oh, okay, I'll just go fuck myself. I love it. I would go with Aruba. I went on my honeymoon. It was great. But I would say I love that Montreal trip. Always have a special place in my heart.
It will.
It's like a good boys trip. I think everybody once in a while needs that. It's like life-changing.
It's just escape from reality and it just lets you reset, have a good time.
Yeah. Gives you a license to act like an animal for like 48 hours. So it's great.
I miss it.
Yeah, for
miss it.
sure. But I would say my all-time favorite trip is probably I went to Cabo San Lucas.
Oh, okay.
OMG.
Yeah.
Great time. Just
Sounds it.
pure
Sounds phenomenal.
bliss. The food was good. Just the sights were good. Just the pure like relaxation. They had 24-hour coffee shops. I can get like a triple
Oh,
shot.
I know you love that.
Espresso, cappuccino.
4 in the morning.
And it's all inclusive. So it was like as many times as I want. I just go down and just like spinning. Like,
I don't know how you're still alive.
I don't know. What a great way to go out. I told my wife, if I'm going to die, just leave me there.
Just bury me on the beach.
Just there, yeah.
Yeah,
Just there.
that's a good spot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. let's turn gears a little bit. What would you say your biggest pet peeve is?
I can't fucking stand
We're getting a little upset here.
loud chewers, bro. I mean,
As I'm chewing this.
no, you're fine. But I can't stand when people are just sitting there smacking their lips. You're all self-conscious now.
Part of you screw up like that,
It
so you would have hated him.
Yeah,
Bit
it drives
my
me nuts.
lip. Oh, damn it.
This is spiraling out of control. But that is my biggest one. I can't stand it. It makes me want to just like rip my head off. Like it really drives me nuts.
You're going to kick my ass over here.
No, you're fine. I've heard a lot worse.
Okay. All right.
What is yours?
Mine, I would say pessimism. People are just always kind of like negative about everything. I'm a glass half full guy.
Talking about me.
No, not you at all. See, we're all self-conscious. This is like therapy right here. The Bossin Out. See, if you ever need to talk, just come down to the Bossin Out bar right here and talk to us. We solve the world's problems here on this podcast.
We try.
We do the best we can.
That's a good one. No, I agree with that.
All right, keeping it going here. Best raunchy comedy movie. Kind of like a extinct genre of movies, but...
That's anything early to mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I would say all the American Pie series, especially like the spin-offs,
Mhm.
like Bandcamp and Nick and Mile, Old School, Euro Trip, Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh,
you know,
God.
that whole kind of like you said genre.
Mhm.
Those are the best. You can't beat that. They don't make movies like that anymore.
They don't.
I'll tell you that.
I'm probably going to go with Road Trip.
Oh yeah,
Road Trip? Like,
Road
can you
Trip.
imagine? If I could put that on right now, I would enjoy every minute.
Trip's so
I would
good.
die laughing every
So
time. Did you ever
good.
see Road Trip, Boston?
Oh, I love Road Trip. Yeah.
Road Trip's great.
See Euro Trip?
I did, like, in 2003 I saw it.
Euro Trip's phenomenal.
But Road Trip, I've got, like, the DVD
Oh, yeah.
of it. I'll put it on. I made my wife watch
It's
it.
phenomenal.
After 15 minutes, she's like, I'm not watching this anymore.
I wish movies would go back to that genre.
The
I mean,
best.
they would pump them out like it always seems like daily.
Yeah, because it cost them nothing to make. It was
Yeah,
a bunch
like a
of $10,000
$10,000 budget makes $50 billion.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, all right. Let's keep going here. What's a hobby or skill that? See, Boss over there is taunting me.
No,
I know he is.
I think it would be funny if you tried this
And then go to the next
and
segment.
try to finish the show.
I like it.
I'm up for a challenge. All right, I'll do it if Donnie B does it with me.
I'll try, but you are the loser, so
But, like,
you have to.
You can decide how much you put on it.
You're
like,
soaking yours.
Fine, soak it. Fucking drown it.
Oh!
Here, then I'm going to give you one.
I'm ready to
win.
die right on the air here today.
Oh, that'll get us hits.
There's
We're
two
watching
plain
live
ones.
death on air. Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna do you for. You're gonna the bigger one, that fat nickel. I'm taking this one out real quick.
Dude, look at this. Look at these things.
Is this already cracked? Hold on.
Yeah,
not
it's
in-
cracked open, yeah.
It's kind of poured in there. All right, I'll keep the ball rolling here.
Do a little
What's
sniff.
up? Oof. All right.
All right, put
What's
over
a
this.
hobby or skill that you'd like to learn?
Go back to what we spoke about earlier. Probably curling, because I was absolutely brutal at that.
It's fair enough.
Try and learn that. Let's go.
Sort of like a
Let me know when to stop.
I mean, I'm the loser here, so I guess you're gonna
That's
punch.
enough. I mean, if this is really, really hot, I don't want to kill
And once
you.
you're done with that, just sit back down.
All right, you got it.
You might need it.
I'm sure I will.
I'm taking a bite. I gotta. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Well, I think it
By the way, the
Cheers.
sauce is called Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne.
From the
Shout out to
Pepper-
our friend Manny over at Pepper Palace, in
baby.
Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
All right, here we go.
All right, cheers. We just touched wings here.
Oh my god.
That was hot. That was hot.
That's what you wanted.
Yes, I
You got waters or beers or milk?
have more beer. All right, let's keep going. What's a skill that you like to curl?
Curling like I fucking lick the ice. Lick the ice right now.
I'm sorry, I'm loud chewing right now because I
It's
can't
fine.
stand.
You're excused.
I think I want to try to learn to be one of those like barbecue pit masters.
Keep going.
All right, next topic right here. I can't see.
Oh my god. dude.
My eyes are burning out of my face right now. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. A carpenter like my dad, I think. What about you?
I wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
All right, nice. Keep going.
All right. All right.
I'm out.
All right, let's see what we got. We got Bail Bounty B out here.
Oh my god.
Woo!
What the hell is in this shit?
Oh my god.
Habanero peppers. I can't even say some of these words.
God, the worst parts of the Bible are in the
So I'm
sauce.
sweating so bad. I need a bath.
Oh god. All right. If you were going to join the mob, what would be your nickname?
I gotta go what you gave me, Donnie B.
Donnie B. All right, I like that.
Okay.
I want something a little unique, like Jimmy Two Fingers or something like that. Carl the. I got nothing. I don't know.
You got milk?
I don't know. I might upstairs. Wow, it's pretty good. Hey,
Hey,
Manny.
one bite.
Hey, bitch, shout out to Manny. Woo.
Mm.
All right.
Dude, it's not going away.
Okay. Let's sped up the show real fast.
Wrap it up a little bit.
If you were going to be a spokesperson for a brand,
Taco Bell.
they gotta live Moss, right?
Yeah, live Moss.
That's what we're doing right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I'm gonna go with Dunkin' Donuts because
Coffee.
America runs on Dunkin', so does Carl.
I'm gonna be running off of freaking Pepto-Bismol and laxatives.
Okay. Final question before we wrap up here.
Yeah, hurry up.
What was the most exciting sporting event that you've ever attended live?
Oh god. Probably 2014 at West Virginia when I went there. Number 4 Baylor came into town, beat them in football. I rubbed my eye. I'm fucked. Upset. Riots happened in downtown. It was awesome.
Wow.
Good times. Good times.
I think I'm having an out-of-body experience right now.
I don't think I'm alive.
Mine is going to be 2010 October. Doc Halladay for the Philadelphia Phillies in the playoffs throws a no-hitter. Never forget that moment as long as I live. Great time. Great time right there.
Okay.
With that being said, I think we're out of time, folks. Shout out to Manny from Pepper Palace for totally
Killing us.
killing us here live on the air. Give us a follow on social media. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, whatever you want. But we'll see you next time here on Bossin Out. Peace!
Oh my god.